In a fiery rebuke to Berlin, Russia has condemned Germany's new weapons deal with Ukraine as a declaration of direct war. The Kremlin warns that Germany's plan to fund long-range missile production inside Ukraine is a reckless provocation and a revival of its militaristic past. Announced during President Zelensky's Berlin visit, the deal includes cruise missiles with a range of up to 2,500 kilometers, capable of reaching deep into Russian territory. Chancellor Friedrich Merz confirmed the agreement includes no range restrictions.
We will continue our military support and even increase it so that Ukraine can continue to defend itself against this Russian aggression, now and in the future. And I want to stress something new in this context. We are financing a considerable part of the Starlink coverage of the country. And our defense ministers are going to sign a memorandum of understanding on the procurement of long-range weapon systems produced by Ukraine, so-called long-range fires. There will be no range limits on these. Ukraine will be able to fully defend itself, including against military targets outside its own territory.
Moscow's response was swift and uncompromising. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov accused Germany of sliding down the same slope it has already slid down a couple of times last century, towards collapse. He warned Germany is abandoning diplomacy for confrontation.
Germany is sliding down the same slope it has already slid down a couple of times in the last century, down towards its collapse. I hope that the responsible politicians in that country will finally come to the right conclusion and stop this madness.
Russia's top voices are unified in their outrage. Former President Dmitry Medvedev branded Germany an enemy of Russia, accusing Berlin of reviving the very Nazi ideology it once unleashed. He warned that if German specialists are involved in attacks on Russian soil, any response measure could be considered. The Kremlin's message is echoed by its spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, who accused Berlin of recklessly competing with France to provoke wider war, undermining any chance for peace.
In this case, we see Germany competing with France over who can further provoke war. All these actions, of course, undermine peace efforts. We hope that, despite such provocative actions and all the obstacles, it will still be possible to continue the settlement process, hold a second round of negotiations, and exchange the draft memoranda that have been agreed upon. Unfortunately, there is no other way to describe these German actions.
The warning was echoed in the parliament. State Duma Defense Committee Chief Andrei Kartapolov told RIA Novosti that Russia is prepared to shoot down German-supplied Tauruses and strike the places from which they are delivered. He added, Germany is again an enemy of Russia. While Berlin defends the move as a push for peace, Merz made clear this is also about punishing Russia's military capability.
We will continue to increase the pressure on Russia. We are doing this in order to weaken the war machine of Moscow, but we are doing it also to open to path to negotiations. For the Federal Republic of Germany, I say that in this context, we will do everything to prevent Nord Stream 2 from being put into operation again.
Russia views Germany's actions as part of a broader NATO campaign to destabilize the region and drag others into deeper conflict. This is no longer just about Ukraine. As Berlin doubles down, Russia signals it will strike back, harshly asymmetrically and without restraint. Europe now stands on the edge of a far more dangerous war.